So I really wanted to start this video off. You're going to see the whole process, me driving down, me, you know, all the stuff, you know, me checking it out, me really excited about it, a little walk around, all that good stuff. But you don't need this equipment, okay? You don't need to go out and buy a truck just for work. You don't need a flatbed. You don't need any of this. If you're starting out, I mean, I started out in September, right? I'll be completely transparent with you. My truck is paid for. My Jeep is paid for. My entire pressure washing trailer is paid for, okay? I don't have any other bills. So for me to buy this and have this just as the only time this cranks up, other than yesterday, me and the babes had a daddy-daughter day, and I drove around in the big monster truck all day. But, you know, other than that, this truck's only going to be cranked up when it's time to go to work, okay? Don't go out and get in a bunch of debt and all that good stuff. Get you some jobs, make you some money, and then upgrade equipment. It's really important to not go out and think that you have to have this, okay? I was driving around doing jobs in the same neighborhoods just 2 weeks ago, where guys are riding around in their, you know, in their F-350s with their nice skids on the back, or F-250s with their nice skids on the back, and their trucks completely wrapped and everything else. And I had my little 5x8 trailer that I was pulling with my Canyon in that same neighborhood, working on similar houses, making the same money as they were, okay? It's all about your mindset and how you go about this. But you don't have to go out. I've got a little surprise going on the back end of this thing tomorrow. You don't have to go out and buy all this stuff, guys. You don't have to. And I highly suggest, if you're doing this part-time or if you're just starting out, man, all you need is a pressure washer, a surface cleaner, and a hose. That's all you need. I swear it is. I'll put a picture up here or over here, maybe the whole thing, of what I started out with. I started out with that 5x8 back there. I started out with a 4 gallon a minute and a tank that I never ever used. Not one time did I use that tank that was on there. And I bought a surface cleaner. Okay, so that's what I started this whole thing out with. The rest was just built on. Now, it built quickly because you're going to make money quickly. So you put money back into your business instead of buying tires and motorcycles and stuff like that. I put money back into my business to build. So it happened quickly. Every month or so, I was adding something new. We started out with the batch mix system that I bought, or that I built, and that worked for a month or two. And then I was like, all right, we got enough money. Let's do the blend manifold. We're getting a little busier. This will be quicker for us. Let's do that. Let's add a hose reel. Let's add blah, blah, blah. You know, all that stuff builds up. I still am only going to have 2 hose reels on here, and then I'm going to have a garden hose reel that I bought from Home Depot. All right, boys. Sorry it's bumpy, it's loud, but we're test driving a flatbed that I think I'm going to get. Got the new truck. Woo! She going to look good with some tanks sitting on her. She's got a brand new Jasper in her. Bulletproof and deleted, you know. Brand new toolboxes from Northern Tool. I'm gonna have to reconfigure that stuff. But man, she looks nice, dude. Look at that, like, not even year-old all-terrains on her. 6 of them, count them, 6 of them. But yeah, I'm excited. She looks pretty. Let's see how much it takes to fill her up, because she was almost on E, so we're gonna fill her on up. All right, guys, so this is what she looks like about a weekend. She's got a few jobs under her belt we did this week. I wasn't able to, you know, get any footage of the build. I've just been trying. I just slapped a lot of this stuff on here to get to work, because I had jobs coming up and we had to get to work. So hose reels mounted right here. I've got these quick connect railings right here that my boxes were already on, so I didn't drill any holes right here. They're not going to live here, but they're here for right now to get the job done. 100 gallon tanks right here. That's the buffer tank. I've got my 50 gallon chem tank over there. Obviously going to upgrade that, get bigger, so I can have my 4 gallon a minute. And what's on there right now, which is that big boy right there. Let's see if we can get her. Pressure Pro, 8 gallons, 3,500 PSI. So much faster, like it's mind blowing. I did a job this week that normally I was like, man, this is gonna take me six hours probably to do. It was a partial roof, a lot of concrete, and a house wash that would have taken me a long time. And with this thing right here, it was a breeze, man. It puts out so much water. This buffer tank is, for me, plenty big for this thing right here. Now, when I get up to having the 4 gallon a minute, and then we got the 5.5 soft wash, if you know 2 of those things are running at the same time, it's not gonna be enough. But you know, I do a lot of stuff is in the city, so you know, we got good pressure here, so a lot of flow. So I haven't really run into any problems this week anyway. So it could change next week, and I could be like, oh, screw it, I gotta go get a bigger one. But right now, that one's gonna work until we put our 4 gallon a minute. Our 4 gallon a minute, we're saving a spot, like right here, for the 4 gallon a minute, which I'll just use it to rinse basically, probably for the most part. Rinse, soft wash, and then I can have somebody surface cleaning with this thing, because that is what she just, I mean, it's unbelievable being behind a surface cleaner pushing that compared to when you're used to 4 gallons a minute and you're doubling it, man. You're really moving along. So surface cleaners up there, had to put a weight on it. I called Russ Johnson at Southside, and I was like, man, I need bigger tips. What size tips? Great guy, by the way. Southside Equipment up in Kentucky. Shout out to them. They're always, he's super knowledgeable, man. Been in the business for years and years. If you hadn't heard of him, I don't know where you've been, because he's kind of one of those guys that, you know, is known to, he knows what he's talking about. So he was like, man, you gotta, he's like, there ain't much we can do for that. He's like, it's gonna fly, because they wanted to fly. And he was like, it's gonna want to do that because I've got a BE whirl away, and it's, you know, plastic, and it's light. So he told me to go get some ankle weights, strap a 5-pound ankle weight around the swivel. I did, no problem. Works fantastic. I wanted to try to avoid that. I thought maybe tip size, I could raise the gallons per minute and lower the PSI that way. That's the way my mind was working. But you know, I had to make sure I had the right tips on here. Obviously changed those out. The day that I picked this up, I went ahead and got I think they're 45 or 25 45s or 45 25s, whichever one. The spray pattern is 25 degrees, and we're putting out 4.5 gallons per nozzle to equal up to 9 gallons out of the surface cleaner, which will bring my PSI down a little bit. But I don't need, you know, I don't need 3,500 PSI on anything. So I'm pre-treating everything anyway. Got that. We've got our hose reel right here that we use for our garden hose. I just pull this whole thing off, set it on the ground, run it, and then I'll just set it on top of my box over here and connect it up to my hoses right here. This is kind of jumbled together. I don't have my blend manifold. Got a crack on that Pentair. So I'm in the process of trying to hunt one of those down in the city. I've got one place that I think I might be able to go get one tomorrow. Other than that, I've got another mixing valve ordered from Sean, so hopefully we'll get a little video of his shop and stuff like that. When I go at the end of this month, we're going to be in Arkansas. We're going for a little vacay, so I'll get a little video of that, let you see the behind the scenes. Who knows? So we got that. We got everything's ran. None of this is pretty right now. There's hoses going everywhere, but you know, it's like I said, it's just to get the job done. Now, if you look over here, I've got 1.5 inch strainer, 80 mesh strainer, ball valve going into 1 inch hose, which runs into the back of my pressure washer. Another thing about this is it was front facing, and I went ahead and changed it and put it to back here. That way I can just go straight out. I might do the same thing with this if I keep my hose reel right here, so that way it just can be hooked up and all this will be out of the way. It'll just be facing that way. I don't know, it might be in the way with the belt being there. I don't know if there's enough clearance, and it's fine right now. This thing's a beast. Super pumped about it. Let's see, on this side, we're keeping the toolboxes over here. Let's see if I can get far enough away. Let's open this one up and show you kind of what's going in the long toolbox. You can see in there, I had to go buy some SH, and I usually keep my 50-gallon tank full, but I ran out, so I had to fill these up. Chem, all kind of different chems. Cool thing is I could probably put almost 20-gallon containers in here if I wanted to. So I just got extra spray bottles, and we'll label them as we use them. I've got surfactant in there. I've got some graffiti removal stuff. Got some, some rust stuff, some calcite stuff. Just a couple of the odds and ends. And then this box right here, I really like it up here, but it might go underneath the bed. This is just extra pump, cheapo, A-Marine made. I don't even know the brand. I just know it has quick connects on it, and that's just in case, just to get the job done, to get us through. I'm gonna get another Everflow, but that thing was like, I think it was like 60 bucks. It was on sale on Amazon, and I was like, well, for 60 bucks, that'd be a great little, even if it works one time, it'll be all right. So got some gloves. I've never had gloves. I've never used gloves, and I got some because I've got some heavy duty degreaser that I got from a local chem company in my city. I was telling them about Gold Assassin and a couple other degreasers that I had heard of. I was like, do y'all carry anything like that? And they were like, well, we make our own degreaser, and you'll probably like it better, and it's like $15 a gallon. And I was like, well, for $15 a gallon, give me a gallon of that stuff, we'll see what happens. So we're gonna try that degreaser out for a while. But it's like, you can dilute it up to like 250 to 1 or something. It's some heavy duty stuff. But anyway, this is what we're looking at. This is how she's riding. Of course, we're gonna get us a ladder rack built right up here. Ladder rack, so all that'll be out of the way. I'll have more room down here. Again, we're gonna get bigger tanks and all that good stuff, but she's able to make money right now. She's made me some money this week. She's gonna make me some more money tomorrow and the next day. So we've got jobs, they're not stopping just because, we're upgrading stuff. So, man, I'm pumped. I'm still excited about this whole thing. My next door neighbor, believe it or not, I was showing him, I was like, man, look at, what do you think about my new ride? And he was like, that's sweet. He was like, that thing's a beast. I was like, yeah, man, I know, it's pretty cool. He was like, well, you gonna get it wrapped? You think about getting it wrapped? And I was like, well, no, probably not. He works at a wrap company, so I might end up looking into it and seeing, what that's gonna run me to get maybe a half wrap or something. I don't need the whole thing done. I just need some numbers on it, some just to even it out, I guess. It makes it look good. But this is what 7 months of hard work, really working on stuff. This is what it's done. We're still, we're not there yet. We're not at the pinnacle. We've got a lot of work left to do, but this stuff is cool right here. This is the cool stuff that keeps me excited all the time. When the washing gets monotonous and the roof cleaning gets monotonous and all that gets monotonous, do a little something like this, helps my morale, and it's going to make us more efficient. We're going to be able to do more stuff. With that 8 gallon a minute, man, I could do whatever. The plan is to have the 8 gallon a minute, 4 gallon a minute, and then have a space right back here that I'm going to keep open, that I can put a hot box if I want to. That way we can run hot water when it's needed. So I appreciate y'all checking it out, man.
Be easy. Stay safe. Peace.